I'll be reacting to Shine On Bakumatsu Bad Boys episode 1. And for those of you wondering, I'll be watching a version that has Billy Lily's English subtitles. For those of you wondering which version of the episode I'll be watching, because they got to the episode a day earlier than Crunchyroll, essentially. So, without further delay, I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go! Hell yeah. And I was going to wait a day for Crunchyroll to get the subs. I'm like, yeah, no, I'd rather just do the reaction the moment the episode comes out. Geno Studio. I believe they're going to be the studio that's going to be handed off Golden Kamuy Season 4. Or not that. No. They already did the first seasons of Golden Kamuy. What? Oh. Okay, this was a freaking trouble. I'm gonna assume our red hair guy is a badass. Oh. Okay, the animation's actually pretty fluid. Ha! That was cool. I like you have to do a fucking pose. I kind of feel sorry for this dude. Jeez. I would hope that's not poo, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Oh, man. Well, if he gets his head sliced up, that'd be a dark. Oh, I thought for a second his head was gonna roll or some shit. I was about to say that'd be one of the darkest ways of starting off a season. That's for sure. All right, that lady is pretty cute. This guy looks like he's straight off of a Shaman King. Like, straight up. His character design reminds me of Yo's character design from that series. Oh. Shit. I mean, if he were going to kill them, he probably would have done it already. Oh, sup, Joshua Johnson. Hope you're having a great day right now. Yeah, the character designs kick a load of ass, Joshua Johnson. And I'm happy as hell. Oh, okay. At least now we know how he lost his eye. And not just that, but I'm glad that Billy got the episode a day before Crunchyroll did, because if I would have had to do that tomorrow would have been too much of a heavy. I mean, I would still have been able to do it all, but it'd been a heavy load. But now that you've got at least some anime that were supposed to come out tomorrow come out today, this just makes things way more smoother for me, Joshua Johnson. So I'm happy this came out today. I just wish the Ayumu anime, though, the one that came out today in Japan, came out today, but Crunchyroll has it for tomorrow. Or was it High Dive? In that case, I'm really hyped up for the ending intro, Daniel Witz. I'm hyped. I ain't gonna remember all these fucking names. Oh, maybe I might. I mean, I was able to remember the names of like freaking 12 characters in Chimimo in like an episode. But then again, the characters there were really freaking memorable. And I gravitate towards cute little mascot characters. I can memorize cute mascot characters' names easily. I know. The thing is, though, Joshua Johnson, if these characters were cute little mascots, I would have instantly remembered their names. I'm surprised you remember all the names from Teppen. I struggle remembering the names from that series. I do know that first episode of Tempin, though, people loathed the episode. So it seemed like I was ahead of the curve on that one when it came to there being too many characters in that series and some of the jokes being stale. Because I remember being the first reactor doing that one. I'm not gonna love big ass old characters like this. It's like this dude only got food for braids. Yeah, I really dig the English subs, Daniel Witz. My only question when it comes to the series is if Billy is going to get all the episodes a day early, or is it just going to be once this week? That's my only question when it comes to Billy. I mean, if they can get... Oh, whoa! I'm in business. My goodness! Talk about having zero chill there. That's the only question. I wonder if they're going to be able to get every episode a day early, or is it just going to be this episode in particular that they're going to be able to get early? I hope it's every week. I would fucking love that. It would make things so much easier for me this season if there's at least one anime that came out earlier. Because I prefer anime to be spread out than everything to just be condensed into Friday, Saturday. As a reactor, anyway. This doctor's kind of a creepster. It's not like they have any choice other than to join. He's right about that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The guy with the scar, I even said the same thing a few minutes ago too, Josh Johnson. I'm like, this guy looks like Yo from Shaman King. It really does. But yeah, it definitely looks like a mix of Yo and Hao from Shaman King. Oh, I like the attitude. Yeah. Yeah, I said that the moment I looked at him, I was like, he looked like Yo from Shaman King, so you probably weren't in, yeah, you weren't in my live chat yet. Yeah, I remember you weren't in the live chat yet. So you definitely joined after I said that. The thing is, though, at the end of the day, those are people killing his family, though. Just because a samurai killed his family doesn't mean every samurai is going to be bad. That's like, say, a dog or a bear killing a loved one and thinking that every dog in the world is evil, or every bear in the world is evil, and they must all die because... But I'm not going to blame his logic, though, because when someone's heated emotionally, they're not going to be thinking straight. Oh, and I feel bad for the little sibling. And the family, too, of course. I hope at least the child was spared, but I highly doubt it, though. Damn, he's got some urge in his soul. Not that I blame him, though, but hope he comes around to realize that not all samurai are bad. Oh. Okay, now he has to join them. That'd be the easiest way of wrecking the zone minion and also getting revenge for his family. Yes! Revenge! Fuck yeah! I love the sound of this shit. I guess... yeah, that name is way too long. I'm not going to be able to memorize that shit. It looks like it really does, Josh Johnson. This series must have the characters with the hardest name to memorize, with the weapons that have the hardest names to memorize. Gonna never be one of the anime where I'm gonna have to look at my anime list at least once a week before I react to an episode. Hey, but if he gets revenge, you can't really say shit samurai anymore. Maybe they do have the same voice actor. Maybe. I mean, we'd have to look that up later, Daniel. It's okay. The singer has a soulful voice. I like it. Oh, okay. This opening's got my blood pumping. Yeah. I gotta admit, I kind of like his hairstyle. Seriously though, that guy would look like he would be. Seriously, that motherfucker looks like when it comes to Shaman King in that series, the main character Yo, him and his father don't even look that alike. But this fucker in this series looks like he'd be more related to Yo than Yo's actual father. Like just looking at the dude's face. Like if y'all were to ask, like if I would have never seen Shaman King and you would show me a photo of Yo and that dude, I'd be thinking, yeah, that's probably Yo's father. Like if you just take that picture out of context. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, I kind of like that. The openings 10 minutes in, it's pretty ballsy. Usually, you have openings at the almost near the start or at the end of the episode for the first episodes. And that the actually looks fucking good. Yeah, I fucking love it. Okay, I wonder what's that. I'm gonna guess that blonde dude's gonna have some kind of connection to our main boy. Oh no, that's the vibe I'm getting from that bit in the opening. Okay. I actually don't mind seeing a bit of training. I always love my training arcs in anime. I prefer characters trained than to be just getting aspal after aspal when it comes to like getting more abilities. Is it really playing with the sword though if it can take away life though? Oh. Oh man, our main boy's kind of an idiot though. He's likable, but he's kind of an idiot. Huh. I mean, that's life though. Not everything's gonna always be on the upswing. Hope he can succeed in all that. Oh man. I mean, nothing wrong with having them. I mean, nothing wrong with being like a multi-talented though and taking care of your opposition. But also nothing wrong with them learning how to take up a blade too, in case some of them run out of their material to fight or run out of ammo. Oh, that's actually pretty cool then, Josh. No wonder why some of the characters look like they're straight out of a Shaman King. That explains a lot, actually. He really should at least contemplate utilizing a blade, though. The thing is, that might work against her, but if he's up against an opponent that's really skilled with the blade, that close quarter combat shit ain't gonna work in every single scenario. But I understand why he doesn't want to utilize a blade. But our boy's gonna have to learn to suck things up. And he's gonna have to learn how to do things that he doesn't necessarily want to do in order to achieve his goals, because that is life. I like how he's a stubborn fucker. I think for a way for a boy to learn is he's gonna He's gonna need someone that's gonna beat him down. Hey, to me, that looked like a freaking stalemate. He deserved to be hit. She really should have. Sometimes you gotta tackle people with your fists, not just words. He's gotta. Nah, it doesn't seem like our boy does though. Because if you want revenge, you gotta do what it takes. You sometimes gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta get outside your comfort zone. Our boy has to grow a fucking pair of balls. And I mean by balls, I mean he has to actually be willing to do the gritty, needy shit. He can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking fight with my fist. No, that shit ain't gonna work in every scenario. I'm glad at least someone called him out on it. I like her red hair, hot-blooded boy, but I really do hope someone beats his ass. At least one, so that he's humbled. Just so that he can get a little bit humbled. I think it'd be doing him a lot of good. And I like him. All right. Huh. Oh man, looks like my boy has a fucking puppy of all things. I like when he's like, ah! It sounded like a fucking puppy making a doggo noise. I love him. I love them all. I like how some people are running normally and some people are doing like the fucking Naruto ninja like run. Oh man. I like the quirkiness. I'd be scared of utilizing a blade that fucking glows purple like that. I would feel like my soul could be sucked out if I were to utilize a motherfucking blade like that, of all things. I'd be like, oh, hell no, I don't want to use that shit. Yeah. I swear, it feels like he's a fucking babysitter. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle with the names for at least a few episodes, but I think I'll get the swing of things eventually, Johnson Johnson. Huh. So a monk with some quirkiness. Whoa, it looks fucked. Oh shit. It doesn't look that bad. Hey, those are actually some high odds. That's not bad. I'd be creeped the fuck if I saw a person like that whip up all that shit simultaneously. Whoa! And that looks like some bad news. Okay, they just have, I think they kick up a fucking cannon and made like the cannon noise when he kicked the bastard. The dude would have been sliced if Sakuya wasn't there. Yeah! He would have been fucking dead if Sakuya didn't bail him out. You should be grateful. I really do. Oh, okay. Again, the animation continues on being really fucking beautiful. I hope he learns something from Sakuya. Yo, the animation videos are nice because this is a great way of betraying their speed. He's gonna teach his body not to move so stupidly then. Yeah, but he almost killed for trying to be too fast about it. I mean, depending on the circumstances, though, it can be one and the same. I mean, you sometimes can slice people to protect others. Not saying that's in every situation, but man, holy cow. Hmm. I like bits like this where you see how much Jet Set is focused on helping out people so they don't end up in the same scenarios. And yes! Oh, looks like we're finally gonna get to see him do some badass shit with a blade. You know, for Swords of the Glow, I was expecting like the environment to shake or some shit, but hey, this is cool too. Though I like the glow effects. I thought for some he was gonna slice like the guy in half for like a small bit. Yeah, they really did work hard in making the animation, the episode look absolutely beautiful. Mm. Okay. At least he changed enough to actually utilize our blade at the end of this episode. This really is funky though, getting to see like live action stuff in ED. You do get to see this in anime, but not too often though. I remember the other anime that did it was Mall Shoujo Site though, where you had live action stuff for its ED. Like you do see it happen. It just doesn't happen that often. Not that I mind. You know, even though it's live action stuff though, it looks pretty. OLM Asia, Studio Bus. There's actually quite a few big name studios in the ED actually. No wonder why the animation looked good. Even though, yes, they outsourced a bit for this CD in particular, at least the studios that are in the credits, they're actually, some of them are pretty good actually. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Gino Studio. I just hope Gino Studio can keep it up though, because I've seen some of their anime. Like Gino Studio has a tendency of making like strong first episodes, but sometimes they do have animation quality bits, so dips. So I do hope they can really pull out some surprisingly amazing quality for the season. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best. But so far though, this first episode was lit as fuck though. I really liked it. I know what's the sense of like the beep. Yes, he was. He's a fool to be asking anything of our main boy. But overall, I gotta say the episode was pretty damn fun. Now, if I had to rate this one on a scale of say 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, here's what I'm gonna rate this episode. I'm actually gonna give it a score of a 7 out of 10. I thought it was above average because here's why. It was above average because the action scenes in the episode were entertaining. They looked good. And also, I like the premise of our main boy just wanting to have revenge for legitimate reasons. It makes you want to instantly root for our main boy. And another thing the episode did a darn good job in, aside from giving us an instant motivation, the goals of a good deal of the protagonist in the series, almost instantaneously. Something else I did enjoy about the episode was the humor too, and also kind of the heart of it too, where you see that our boy, he was so desperate to not see anyone else end up in the same spot where he went against his code, and he actually utilized the blade. So that's what made the episode memorable in a good way. And from a character standpoint, I would say the series did a decent enough job. I wouldn't say necessarily amazing because I mean introduced loads of characters, which is kind of making it's gonna make you wonder: are they gonna really be able to give characterization to all these characters at once? That's my only concern. But in saying that, there were positives. I liked Boshi. He has a good heart. Is the fucker reckless? Yes. Boshi is reckless as shit, but he's well-meaning. So I thought it made him a likable protagonist. I even like how he had a little arc where he didn't want to use blades, but then he saw family almost end up in the same spot as he did in the past, where he almost saw family slaughtered. So that's what forced him to use a blade. I thought it was badass to see him utilize one at the end of the episode because they actually gave a build-up, and that was a nice payoff. I liked Yusuke. I thought the dude was cool. The yo-looking dude. I thought he was cool. I liked him. I liked his voice. I like how he doesn't take shit. How sometimes blade on the law, he hits people. Like when he hit Boshi. Thought he was cool. And I like Saki. I like how he had a level head. And also how, even though Boshi is a dumbass, he came to his aid to help him out when Boshi was almost killed due to Boshi's own recklessness. So that's what I thought from a character standpoint. The episode did a good job. Yeah, I was expecting this series to be like either average or below average Joshua Johnson, but I found it enjoyable. Like this ain't gonna be like on anyone. I'm gonna guess this ain't gonna be anyone's best anime of the summer 2022 list, but the episode was still fun to its credit, though, and I'd say it had more going for it than things going against it, which I'd say overall, that's some positive stuff. And besides from that, all that from a character standpoint, I'd say there were some downsides, though. The only downside I could see from this episode, and it's kind of a damning one, is there just feels like there's too many characters. You have all these other characters, and I'm using my anime list for these other characters because they were introduced, but they didn't really make much of an impression. You have Akira, the girl, Bo, the big guy, Gyotaro, the orange-haired guy. You've got Shogun, the doctor guy, Shuzoran, the purple-haired guy, Monk. It's like you have all these other characters, and it's going to make you wonder, is they really going to give characterization to all the leads? This is going to end up like all these other anime that have aired this year with too many characters. Yeah, there's too many characters. This is probably going to end up like Q, Down With. It's going to end up like Q, like Selection Project, like Adelaide Pride. Oh, and Love Night Nijo Saki Season 2. It's going to end up like all those series where you have too many characters. A lot of these characters aren't going to get development, and only one or two are going to actually be good. But then you're going to have like 6, 7 characters that have like no development, no depth, and they're just going to be there just to have screen time. And that's going to be the only existence. Yeah, it's like anime doesn't learn, Josh Johnson. They don't learn that having too many characters is a bad idea and that it leads to rushed development. I'm glad I never watched Strike Witches, Joshua Johnson, because I was going to watch Luminous Witches, but then I saw it's in the Strike Witches world, and I'm like, yep, don't have to watch it because it's a spin-off of Strike Witches. So I'm like, hooray! But even then, when I saw the key visual with so many characters, I'm like, yeah, this anime looks like it's going to be a fucking disaster. So I am glad that Luminous Witches is a spin-off. Oh, that series is fucked. There's no way that's Johnson. Consider that series fucked. There is no way that series is even going to be good. Whoever thought it was good to have like 10 main characters for that series needs to be drug tested. But yeah, That's my issue with this episode. Too many characters. They rely on quirks for any character not named Sakia, Boshi, or Hyasuke. Those three are the only ones that you can say are real characters in the series. Everyone else, it's like, yeah, they're just introduced just to say that we have this character, and that's it. So that's my concern about this series. It's probably going to end up like pretty much most of the anime with multiple characters. It's going to end up like trash. I mean, I'm not trying to be a pessimistic fuck, but if anime's taught me anything, anime's taught me that too many characters, it just can't be done. Well, I mean, that would have interested me, Daniel Witt's book, since it's a spin-off. I don't have to watch it. I'm happy about that when it comes to Luminous Witches. That's one less anime for me to worry about because I heard it's in the same world as Strike Witches. So, thankfully. Yeah, oh, and there's something about that, Johnson. Fans in China, they're concerned about Love Live Superstar. They're concerned that it's going to have too many characters and that it's going to suffer like Niji Asaki, and they're concerned that Keke Tang's not going to have a lot of screen time. So even fans in China are concerned about Love Live Superstar Season 2. Oh, speaking of Love Live, I'll play slight spoiler, but I spent money on a Keke Tang figurine because she's my best girl. She's my favorite girl. I'm gonna whip this out when I react to Love Live Superstar Season 2. I have it closed right now. This right here. This was hard to get. This was expensive as hell. I paid top dollar for this, but I'm gonna be whipping this shit out for my Love Live reactions when it premieres. But yes, I bought a Keke Tang figurine. This was not cheap at all. It wasn't. Hell yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see my favorite girl get some more screen time. Well, to its credit though, Joshua Johnson, Love Live Superstar, it might actually do a good job of juggling all those characters because we already have a lot of characterization for characters like Keke Tang, Kanon Arashi, and some of the other girls. So it might actually be able to juggle itself in season 2. But even then, I remember it had season 1 having problems because it didn't even show their competition. Like our girls lost to their competition and didn't even bother showing their competition. So even Love Live Superstar, it had a low cast of characters, and even then it couldn't show the rivals kick the asses of our girls in Love Live Superstar when they lost to that badass. It was Sunny Passion, I believe. What was it? Yeah, it was Sunny. I think it was Sunny Passion. Like, it didn't even show them kick their asses. So even Love Live Superstar had pacing issues. Because remember that being bullshit, because like, wait, D4DJ was able to show the rival characters kick the asses of our main girls in a competition. Why couldn't Love Live do that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I looked it up. It was Sunny Passion. That was the biggest fail. I mean, I thought Love Live Superstar was 8 out of 10 worthy, but that was its biggest failure because that series would have been a 9 out of 10 if it would have shown Sunny Passion perform when they were first introduced. The only thing I don't like about I like D4DJ, but the thing that keeps it from being top tier is the animation quality being CGI. If it was hand drawn like Love Live, it'd be on a whole nother level. But since it isn't hand drawn, it will never be on the level of Love Live. It can't even compete with it on a technical standpoint. But I will give that to D4DJ though. D4DJ has rival characters that are way better than Love Live Superstar's level characters because we didn't even see jack shit about Sunny Passion. It does, but it's not pretty to look at except for when they perform. Like the series is ugly to look at. Like you can tell it's like some fucking cheaply produced product, except for when they perform. That's why D4DJ is never going to be a top anime, but at least be a fun anime. Oh man, is that CGI such a fucking eyesore for D4DJ. It would be fun if they only use CGI for performances, but they have to use it for everything, and it has to invade everything in that series. It's like, holy fuck, it's cancer. Exactly, and it's never going to reach the level of Land of Lustrous, ever. It just won't. But yeah, that's something that D4DJ did, though. Like, when it came to its rivals like PKK or Photon Maiden, we actually got to see them perform. Unlike Niji Asaki or Superstar, where it's like, oh yeah, rivals exist. They don't perform for shit. We don't see shit. They just tell us that the rivals perform beautifully. That's why, even though D4DJ has a way lower budget, at least we get to see the rivals perform in D4DJ. That's the only thing I'll give D4DJ. Rival performances. That's about it. Everything else, the Love Life thrashes D4DJ in every other department, like completely, without any hesitation. So yeah, that's why I love the Love Life franchise more than D4DJ. D4DJ, it needs to up its budget because the way it looks, it's like, ugh. Like already D4DJ, it came out like a year ago and it already looks super outdated because it's CGI. Like CGI can be outdated after like a fucking month. 2D animation will look beautiful if it's well done, even 40 years later. Just look at any film directed by Miyazaki. That shit is timeless. Look at D4DJ. After a year, that shit looks fucking old. After a year, it's sad. It's sad. No, but again, to D4DJ's credit though, the CGI performances, they look really good. So it does have that going for it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I like D4DJ. I like the characters, but the animation for the non-performance sequences do weigh it down. I'd be a liar if I said, "Oh yeah, this is a perfectly okay." Yeah, Studio Ghibli films are fun to watch. My faves from them are Grave of Fireflies, and not just Grave of Fireflies, but also had a really damn fun time too with the with Princess Mononoke. All things considered, but yeah, overall though, that's the weakness. One of the weaknesses of the series. Aside from that, though, I gotta say, the animation art quality were actually really darn fucking good. Voice acting was great. And that's overall, I still gotta give it an above average 7 out of 10 grade. But anyways, right before I go though, let me just say thank you very much to Joshua Johnson and Daniel Witz. Thank you all very much for commenting on the live chat. And also, thank you to everyone else for watching my video. Hope you are ready to share, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, because I am definitely going to be reacting to the next episode whenever it does release. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching, and bye, everyone.